amigos, and welcome to Happy Hour. Now, it's the beginning of May, so you know what that means. Cinco de Mayo. And with the weather getting warmer and more people celebrating, it's good to know what kind of cocktails you want to serve at your next fiesta. So I've comprised 3 recipes today that are sure to please anyone and make you feel like you're south of the border. So for our first drink today, we're going to make a classic margarita on the rocks. And like most of the other drinks we make here on Happy Hour, it's very easy with 3 or less ingredients. So what you want to do is maybe salt the rim so it can kind of impress your guests a little bit, and it also gets the taste of the tequila to come out if you have a salted rim. Now, it's really easy. All you got to do is, because you're going to need lime wedges anyway, you're just going to want to take your lime and basically get the juices around the rim like this, just to make it nice and wet, and also add some flavor to it. There you go, and once it's nice and wet, you just stick it onto a plate like this or a bowl. Just put any kind of salt you like. Here I'm using sea salt, which is a little bit thicker crystals instead of regular salt, but if all you have is regular iodized salt, that's fine. Just give a nice little swish, and as you can see, it perfectly salts the rim without any excess. So for the drink itself, all you're going to need is lime juice, any kind of tequila you like. We're using Silver Tequila for this because it's clear and it kind of goes well with, you know, the fluidity of this drink, and then also some triple sec or any other orange liqueur that you might like. So what you're going to need is 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lime juice. Again, for margaritas, because it's so simple, there's so few ingredients, fresh is always better, but you can always substitute if you need pre-squeezed, or again, if you need substitutions. So what you're going to do is take your shaker, and remember to add lots of ice before we do that. And then you're going to want 3/4 of an ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. Let's see here. 3/4. And right into the shaker. Then you're going to use 1 ounce of your triple sec or your orange flavoring liqueur. Let's see. Go 1 ounce right in there. And again, everything's just going right into the shaker. There's no muddling. There's no anything else to add afterwards. This is a really easy one to do. And you can also impress your friends too by saying you made your own margaritas. Pre-made mixes are good, it's just a lot of them tend to have a lot of sugar and preservatives in them. So there's 1 ounce, and then you want to add a 1/2 ounce. So depending on what you like, you know, what kind of flavorings you like, you can also add your own flavors. It's just better to do it with your own ingredients. Alright, so you're going to shake everything really well. It's really important that it's incorporated well. That should do it. Make sure it pops open, and then with your salted glass you're going to add some ice because it is on the rocks. If you prefer yours blended, you can also put it with the ice in a blender, but we're going to do it on the rocks. There you go, and then you just get your strainer and just pour the mixture right in. There you go. And for a nice little added touch, you can just add like a garnish, lemon for garnish, add a little bit of extra lemon juice depending on how you like it. And that's basically how you do a margarita. So the next drink that we're going to be making today for our Cinco de Mayo fiesta is going to be a Tequila Sunrise. Really classic, really easy. It's kind of like a screwdriver just with tequila and a little bit of cranberry. So what you're going to want to do is take your highball glass or any kind of glass that you like, fill it with ice. You're going to need 4 ounces of orange juice, just a splash of cranberry juice, and today I'm going to be using cranberry pomegranate juice to make it a little bit more tart. Again, you can use whatever you like. And then you're also going to need whatever kind of tequila you like. This one we're using a gold tequila just because it's a little deeper in flavor, and it goes really well with the acidity of the juices that we have. And you're going to need 1 and 1/2 ounce. So what you're going to do is take your shaker with ice in it, and you're going to add the orange juice, 4 ounces, which is making up the most of this drink. So this is good too if you like tequila but you don't want to drink too much, or if you're kind of new to tequila. This is a good way to get into it because it's really fruity. So then you're going to take your tequila, and again you're going to need 1.5 ounces. So we have 1 ounce right into the shaker and 1/2 ounce right into the shaker. Again, we've only had 2 ingredients, and you're just going to shake it in your shaker. Whoops. And just make sure when you're shaking you have a really good seal, because you don't want everything to kind of come out and splash on you. Alright, now that's kind of incorporated well. All you're going to do is just put this mixture into your glass that you already have ice in. And to top it off, you're only going to use a splash of the cranberry juice. And it adds a really nice color. Again, a splash. You can either leave it for the effect, or again, you can stir it, mix it, whatever you like. You can serve it with your favorite fruits. It goes really well. And you can also, just like with some of the other ones we've been using, garnish it with a lime or a lemon. And that's how you do a tequila sunrise. And so for our third and final drink on this segment, we're going to be making a Paloma, again, which has many variations. It's been around for a while, but this one is the most popular, the most common, and it's, again, very easy to make. It basically is all the same amounts of the previous 2 drinks that we've made already, so you pretty much already know how to make it. So what you're going to need, again, is your margarita glass, or any other glass you like, and we're also going to put a rim on this one. I'm using a salt and sugar rim for this, but again, you can use anything you like. For the Paloma, basically what it is, it's a grapefruit soda and tequila. So it is a bit stronger and not as fruity as the other drinks we had. So if you like, which I sometimes recommend if it's too strong, is you can use a little bit of agave nectar just to sweeten it up a little bit. You can get this at your local grocery store in the specialty section. A lot more places are carrying it now because it's an all-natural sweetener, and a little bit goes a long way. So you can always put it in the rim of your glass in case you just need a little bit of sweetness. So again, what you're going to want to do is just put your lemon and your lime, if you prefer lemon, this is lime, around the rim. And again, just make sure you coat it really well, so that way you get all the flavor when you go to take a sip. Alright, looks pretty good. And again, just like with our first margarita, for the Paloma you're going to want to put it on ice. So we're just going to put some more ice into the glass. Alright, and again, you want to make sure always put enough ice into your shakers. I already have some in here, but we'll put some more. And just like with our previous drink, what you're going to want to do is have 4 ounces of grapefruit soda. Now, grapefruit soda is not very popular here, so if you can't find it anywhere, since it's a little bit difficult to find, you can add carbonated water like a tonic water or a seltzer with a little bit of grapefruit juice. And because it's 4 ounces, what you would want to do is take 3 ounces of the seltzer water and 1 ounce of the grapefruit juice, since it's a little bit stronger. So again, 4 ounces goes right into your shaker. And just like with our previous 2, so all of our drinks that we're using today is using 1.5 ounces of tequila. And for this, any kind of tequila you like. This works with all kinds of tequila. Gold tequila, silver tequila, anything you like. Alright, so 1.5 ounces. You're just going to shake it. Those are the only 2 ingredients that are going into your shaker. Just make sure they're really well incorporated. The thing with this is you don't want to make sure you don't overshake it, because then you'll lose all the carbonation from your grapefruit soda. Again, just like we've been doing before, make sure you strain it into your glass. And in order to make sure you don't ruin the nice rim you have, just make sure you get an even pour right into the middle there. The last thing for our Paloma is you just want a really nice squeeze of lime, or lemon. If you prefer lemon, it's not as strong. And then a nice garnish. And that's it. It's super easy, it's really good, and it's a great way to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, and that is our Paloma. And those are your fun and festive drinks for today. So drink up and be safe. Adios.